having all right, duck noise campaign's over. Rocks fall as you guys make your way through the tunnel.
You all die.
Um, no, you make your way through this long tunnel past the Guardian, having uh, gone through a rather unsettling final stand of some ancient uh, group. You travel through expecting to see death and devastation on the other side, but instead, you see what looks like a beautiful plain, large and out expanding, beautiful white rock jutting from its grassy plains. You see what look like wildlife running everywhere. Some of it you recognize, you know, your squirrels and deer. Some of it's strange, large toads, albino with tusks, uh, hippopotamuses, but or sort of uh, what's the word I was looking for? Gilded with golden um, jewelry and just sort of etching all over them. What looks like strange, uh, what's the word? Uh, elk like creatures walking around with golden halos over their heads. Um, and in a scene that looks pretty peaceful, something you maybe weren't expecting, having gone through
Gone
the
through
sort of
the
death and
yeah.
gloom.
Yars looks at one of these hippos that is gilded with jewels and gold. And he tries to use his, he's a dwarf, so his sight's not that good, but he wants to know if it's real. Does that look like a real jewel? A bedazzled hippo?
Um, yeah, if you want to make a check on that.
Sure.
Do you have any sort of gem or jewel crafting?
Um,
I sound like an
no.
idiot. I was just like, you got levels in jewel crafting?
I've
I forgot
got
what it's called.
Smith's tools. He knows about stones because he's a dwarf and has stone cunning, of course. But other than that,
Is there now that's bothering me. Hold on.
There is gem crafting.
Gem crafting. Jewelry or jewel crafting is what it is. Yeah, if you want to just make a flat wisdom check.
okay. One other thing, Yars definitely has some glasses. I forget what it's called. It's like those glasses that let him see. Oh, I didn't write it down.
I
It
believe
lets it.
it is
Okay, he's just gonna make a
equipment
wisdom check. Let's
rentals.
see. He's gonna make a wisdom. Let's check.
Don't have the glasses. That'll pass. You sort of examine them closely. Here is your picture creature.
Oh,
Examining it, you were able to determine yes, all the gems and stuff on them are real.
Ooh.
Maybe a bit strange though is a lot of the sort of gold work that's on their body appears to almost be part of their body.
well, Yars
Um,
calls
and
El Chad over, and he's like, El Chad, aim for the it's old trick a hunter once taught me. Heart and lung. That's what you aim for. And he pulls out his oversized crossbow and
Whoa,
takes aim.
dude. You're not gonna like kill this beautiful natural creature.
Stony, we're here in the wilderness. In the, I'm sure we could all use a bite to eat. He looks around. And not to mention, it's got gems on it, dude. Don't you want some treasure, something to show for your trip? for the folks back home?
I mean, I do want to show that I went on an adventure, and pillaging is the primary purpose of an adventure, my dad always said.
Yeah.
But
That hippo has 2 bracelets on. Bejeweled bracelets.
I don't think we should do it.
Does it look like these hippos got these bracelets themselves, or does it look like somebody put these on the hippos?
It looks like something or someone has put these on the hippo. You can assume they did. The hippos didn't make it themselves.
I'm actually. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, here, finish your thought.
I was gonna say, Yars, if there's a bunch of hippo worshipping pygmies in the woods, I don't want to fight them.
Really?
But I thought you were like a warrior, El Chat.
Yeah, but do we have to fight hippo pygmies?
Well, I just don't think that we should be taking the lives of these beautiful creatures unless we're like actually hungry.
Yeah, or like
God,
potentially
okay.
destroying this beautiful artwork, decorating them.
Okay, give me the crossbow.
Yar's
No-
hands on his
no,
hips, looks around
no.
and goes, "This is the first time we've ever had qualms about killing something, especially when there's loot involved."
Okay, but hold on just 1 second here. El Chad surprisingly was actually onto something.
So one quick thing I'll give you as an extra bit of information because it is obvious. There are 6 of them in front of you. There is a little herd of them.
So
See, there's plenty to go
How
around.
close are we to them?
You're a good distance.
I was gonna say, because hippos are aggressive.
Enough of a distance that they have not clocked you as being openly hostile to them.
So you see how they're all decorated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not some form of pygmy that's, like this is their spirit animal thing, it's entirely possible that these are like a gilded animal that is like the spirit for a local enclave. I mean, you really don't want to be fucking around with any kind of thing like that.
Have you ever met a spirit animal of a local enclave before?
I'm literally from a druid enclave that burned to the ground. Yes.
Look, all I'm saying is the most
El Chad.
likely explanation is the simplest.
Well, Chad,
Yes.
I need to ask you a question, and you have to
Okay.
answer truthfully.
Okay.
Does El Chad want to kill these hippos?
Technically, yes, but he thinks it's a bad idea.
All right, I need an insight check from you.
Okay.
With a 15,
15.
you are able to notice out of this group of 6 hippos, the largest one, what you assume to be kind of the one in charge, is looking at you dead on. And when you are thinking this, you feel something deep down in your Yasnik, I don't know, whatever you would consider Yasnik feeling, right? As a paladin, you feel something tick, almost as if a check of something. Before that hippo suddenly gets kind of an aggressive look, stomps, and the other hippos sort of begin making their way away towards a little stream far off to the north east.
Huh.
Chad, you're scaring him away.
Yeah, we should get out of here. I don't trust these hippos. I think they might be psychic.
Did we take a rest after we got out into the valley here, or probably
did
not,
not.
huh?
Can
Okay, just making sure, because I
can-
was somewhat injured.
Yeah.
can
Oh,
Bloko
and you have
attempt to mind
You have
read
one
or
level
whatever?
of exhaustion as well.
Yes, I have 1 level of exhaustion.
So all that means is that you get -1 to your spell DCs, to attack rolls, and skill checks.
Oh, did you? It's not disadvantage.
It's not disadvantage. We're doing the bird law one that we talked about, where
Okay, cool.
it's
If
just
you add it in your-
-1s until you get to 10, and then you die.
If you increment it in your sheet, it'll automatically tell you what the.
Yeah, but it tells you the rules as written, which would
Oh,
be
Yeah,
changed.
Okay, fair.
I actually don't. There might be a way for me to change that. I'm going to be honest, forgot. I was going to look at it this week.
Man,
Can
I'll
I
tell you.
can Bloco
Drop
attempt
the
to cast Detect Thoughts on Sacred Hippo, the largest one?
Yes.
All right, I spend one of my uses of the Medallion of Thought to cast Detect Thoughts on the largest Sacred Hippo. I don't.
All right.
Where do I have that?
Let me get detect thoughts so that I just remember exactly how it works.
Let me see if I have it. Here it is.
There it is. Okay.
You initially learn the
Good.
surface thoughts of the creature. I think it has to make some kind of save.
I think if it's into lower than a certain point.
Intelligence of 3 or lower,
like
or
that.
doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected.
What is the DC it has to make?
That's a good question. It is. Why is this not? It's 8 plus proficiency plus my casting ability, right?
Yep. Ooh, I rolled private. It got a 9, so
It
probably
failed.
lower than
Yeah.
Yeah. You start detecting its thoughts. What does it say if it's a creature that does not speak English?
Oh, if it doesn't speak, it does speak some language, but just not English or
Oh,
common.
it does speak a language, yes,
What's in
but
English?
not common. You are going to, because I think detect thoughts also does like emotion in addition to language. You hear a language. What languages do you speak?
I think it's just Elven. Yeah, just Elven and Common.
All right, neither of those. So you do hear it speaking. But you get the intention that it is very agitated and knows that El Chad is a threat.
What does the language sound like, or like what are the most common sounds in it? That from the bit I heard.
I'm trying to think what check that might be. Maybe a history to see if you've heard it before.
No, I just want to know what it sounds like, because if I have heard it before, to see if I know what it is.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah.
Make sure I got the right thing. I don't have advantage on this.
Yay.
22. Hell
It's
yeah.
Soft and flowy, a lot of rolling tones. Things like Zen Zordo similar to Elvish, but not quite. But you've heard this before. You know that it is speaking Celestial. You've heard El Chad occasionally dip into it while reading the Book of Yazni, although most of it has been translated into Common. Some words maybe aren't direct translations. Like the word branding in the Book of Yazni is actually one of great contention.
The translation on that.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, guys, yeah, Elchad's right. That thing's thinking in what sounds like celestial.
Oh.
Dang. Well, I guess I better put this away, huh?
Well, if it's unnatural, then I'm cool with killing it.
Here.
I don't think it's unnatural.
I say, get yourself a trophy, boy, and I give my crossbow to Stony.
To Stony, who's beat to hell, mind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I look
Blogo will
very
stand
bad.
in the
Not as big
way.
as you are, Stony.
Blogo will stand in the line of sight.
I will also
between-
stand in the line of sight.
In between me and the hippo?
Yeah.
Guys,
Same.
never go down range, okay?
Yeah.
Stony's armed.
Do you guys... I'm standing there and I am holding the crossbow and it's pointed at Bloco.
Is that a heavy
And my
crossbow?
Yeah, and my finger is on the trigger, but I'm sort of like haphazardly like holding it with one arm.
Well, it's an oversized crossbow, yeah? Is that what?
Is it?
Yeah. So I need a strength check from Stony.
Okay.
It might kill him and crush him to death.
Stony,
Oh,
you're
God.
like, you guys look, and Stony is like barely able to hold it up.
It's like it's swaying and the arrow is just pointing at like I'm flagging the entire line.
Yes,
Like
just swinging it. Guys, I think I got it.
it like points directly at your eye for a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Whoa, guys, Stony.
Do you guys not want me to shoot it?
No.
Okay, I mean, Yars told me to.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just thought it'd be a good idea. Give the
That-
kids some experience.
If yours
Do
told
you
you to
see-
jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Probably.
Oh my
First of
God.
all, Yoka, Bloco, that's a very great point. And then secondly, do you not see how hurt he looks?
Who?
The hippo?
No, you dumbass!
Oh yeah, I am a little injured. Does anybody have any healing potions or anything, by the way?
Come here, I got you.
I wobble over with my giant crossbow.
As I'm just gonna cast a 4th level Cure Light Wounds on you. But let's see, it's gonna be, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus my spellcasting modifier. So let me roll it. Ten.
Oh, that feels a little better. If you look at me, I still look pretty bad.
Still pretty fucked up, but less fucked up than he was previously.
Yeah.
Well, all right. It sounds like some of you guys are against the big game hunting out here. I mean, I
Now,
had
if-
some poison
I
arrows, but
If I look at this hippo, sorry to interrupt, can I wild shape into it?
Yeah, you get the impression you could wild shape into a hippo.
All right. That could come in handy later. Sorry, what were you saying, Yars?
oh, I was just saying, you know, if we want to do a little big game hunting out there, have a nice little respite in this strange land, we could just poison the arrow, and you don't even have to kill it outright. We could just track it until it, drops, and then we go collect our trophies.
Why?
But it seems
I'm
like
pretty good at tracking.
seems like there's a sizable group in the party who, not interested in big game hunting.
It's not that I'm not
So-
interested in big game hunting. It's just that, one, we would destroy these beautiful works of art, and two, something about the rest of it just seems like it's a bad idea.
Well, Bloco, even though I do like hunting in foreign lands,
Me too.
What
if we go
I knew
hunting
it.
for
Both of
something
us were good
else
hunters.
together?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
What if we kept like with the theme that we've been doing? Like if we encounter like a big monster and you can just take its head and it just this way you're still abiding by the
Well, I
local
feel
customs.
like
Well,
we
they may
just
not all be
encountered a big
edible.
monster.
Actually, wait, dwarves will eat anything.
Yeah, mostly. Except goblins, of course. Anything
This is the
sentient.
other creature you guys were seeing around.
Oh, come on. Bloco, look how good that would be mounted in our bar.
I thought the bar didn't exist, according to the dead thing that was yelling at you guys.
I'll tell you what, guys. That thing is definitely not art, so, fire away.
Stony, you see that thing over there?
What? Do I see that thing? The
The-
sacred
You do.
antelope?
We'll say there's one standing up on a rock, looking
Right,
dead at
just
you, dead
like
ass
that?
at you. Yep.
And, okay, now Stony, go prone.
All right,
And Yars goes
I
prone
will
with
get
you.
down prone.
He goes
You
prone
put your
with you,
leg
he's
over
like,
my leg.
No, I definitely don't do that. I do put my hand on your back, right up your shoulder, and I go, right. Now you want to aim just below the shoulder and back about 3-4 inches. And
Now, technically, this sacred antelope is 1/4, which is not what we want.
yes,
Because
that's right.
if we hit him in the
That's
if
right.
we hit him in the haunch, it's going to go backwards.
Dang,
through.
you're significantly more knowledgeable than I thought. You're totally right.
Tiny taught him all this.
Tiny taught me
must have
this.
taught you all this shit. You're totally right. You're totally right. We're gonna wait just a moment.
Just a
But
moment.
get ready, steady. Remember, both
Yeah.
eyes open. You want to be able to see. You want to
What's
be able
behind
to see
it?
what's behind it. Know your target and what's behind it. When you're ready to take your shot, breathe out and pull the trigger. And Yars is sitting next to him, and when he feels like it's appropriate, he goes, "Mer," just to
Just let me know.
get this sacred antelope to freeze. He's like, how you do with the ear.
Yeah.
Mer.
Yeah.
Mer.
It
Yep.
looks
As
up.
we all know with the antelopes.
Yeah. As we all know with the antelopes. Okay, so do I get advantage because I'm breathing and prone and everything?
Yeah, well, I'll say you do.
All right. Now I don't have a crossbow in my inventory, but I'm going to roll the didgeridoo because I imagine the attack would be the same, right? Oh, well, actually, my didgeridoo is wisdom.
Oh, here.
me-
You know what?
let
We're gonna get a battle map for this,
Oh,
just so we can have something to work with.
all right. I'm going to add huge crossbow.
Hell yeah.
It's
That
a
it is
dexterity for
Up on a rock,
crossbows, right?
so we'll say it is up here.
I believe it's
And what does a crossbow do? It's 1d8 or 1d10?
I don't remember what damage the oversized does. Because I definitely put it into my inventory incorrectly. It's not 1d6.
Yeah, no. I'm going to put it as 1d10, but you can tell me if that's wrong, Garrett.
1d10's a heavy crossbow.
Oh, so it's better than that because it's oversized?
Yeah.
Is it a d12 or is it a 2d10?
I think it was a 2d6 is what I did.
Oh, okay. That's all right. I'm set.
All right, we're calling it. It's 2d6. Right, fix that on your sheet.
2d6. I
Get
put it
your
in my
fucking
sheet.
head in the game.
And I am going to take a shot.
Where are you on this map?
Oh, yeah. I guess that would determine. Where are we?
Well,
Everybody's kind of here, right? So I
Yeah.
would be. I got into position. I will say on this stone, like up here.
All right. So we'll say it's a good ways away from you, but you're able to climb up onto this stone, lay out, and sort of careful, quiet. You
Bone on
fire.
meat on meat contact.
You stab this thing.
Oh yeah.
I
choked on a green bean.
Yeah. Why was he eating a green bean during all this?
He was just because he's a vegetarian.
For 11 piercing, as it hits the side of it.
Hell yeah. Nice
You are
shot,
going to
Stony.
notice, Stony, it is very big.
Yes.
Which from this distance was maybe hard to kind of clock.
Like, wow, my arrow's looking really smaller and smaller as it gets closer to that antelope.
Yeah. But the other thing that's going to happen is when you hit it, a noise rings out. as that halo shoots out this like sound wave from the antelope. And I need you to make I need everybody here to make a wisdom save.
Everybody on this map?
Oh,
Yep.
not with advantage though, but 19.
Data passes, Stony passes, Bloco passes,
31
Droga
save. 31
passes.
save.
Yars fails.
Oh,
hang
Yars.
on. Yars, are you within my paladin aura?
That's true. Is he within? Yeah, he's within the paladin aura. Yars,
Okay.
you pass. This pulse, boom, buffs out, and when it does, you see, you guys are shaken. Your muscles twitch. It kind of shook you to the core. Even more so, you do see a couple of birds just straight fall from the sky and land on the ground near you, sort of thrashing a bit. It seems like there was this concussive force that came out from that shockwave. At which point, this sacred antelope is going to hop down and begin moving. And when it does, Stony, you're the one kind of clocking it.
Yeah.
As it does, it starts to get blurry. Like you can't quite focus your eyes on it before it inevitably disappears.
That one's going to be a little hard to track, I think.
yeah, that was a good shot, though. You did good.
Thanks. Do you think so? It didn't go down.
Yeah, they don't always. You gotta, follow the blood trail and all that.
Yeah. Do you think that that ominous gong sound and that shockwave of energy is anything to be concerned about, or
I would
Just for like-
say, probably yeah. Let's, I wasn't expecting that shooting, an animal. But I say what we should probably do is, I don't know, probably, man, I'd love to be an ethical hunter, of course.
Yeah.
Big game trophy hunting out here in the Forbidden Lands.
Well, we could give it like
but-
5 minutes and then see if we can follow the blood trail.
I mean, we could do that, but also that gong and energy blast. I mean, what if? I just feel like maybe
we should get out of here.
Yeah, maybe we just pretend that it wasn't us.
Well, we could just pretend that it wasn't us anyway, right? Like,
How do you mean?
we'll just hang out here, and if anyone comes and asks, like,
We'll
was
say,
it
"Oh,
us?
yeah.
We'll say no.
Oh yeah, a goblin over there. We saw him shoot at the
Goblin.
Okay, yeah.
We'll blame it on a goblin.
Yeah, and then we killed him. The goblin.
Well, that's what we're looking for, the goblin. He ran off. We're following his blood trail, the goblin's
Yeah.
blood trail.
Yeah.
Chad, can I get a perception check from you?
Sure. 1 second. Oh, crap.
You got to keep your eyes on those goblins, you know?
The damn goblin.
20.
Waddy, all right. Chad, as you're standing there and listening to them talk, you sort of catch something out the corner of your eye. It looks like grass rustling. Something very fast is moving its way towards you in the direction of Stony.
Wait, towards me in the direction of Stony? You mean it's
Yeah.
going like...
So you get the impression
this way?
it's heading to where this wood
Okay.
thing is, and then is going to pivot because it's aiming more this way.
Okay, can I ready an attack and step over a foot?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that's what Chad's gonna do.
Chad, you're with that keen sense. You step over as you. Something is moving very fast, to the point that you basically can't see it. but your keen senses pick it up. As this thing, the sacred antelope, is charging towards Stony, pivoting, but you sort of intersect it, and I assume lash out at it. With a 15, you do not.
Oh.
And I'll give you
Nice,
something
Dennis.
else. As it's moving this fast, you actually had disadvantage on attacking it. Stony, you were gonna get hit, possibly. With a 21?
Yeah, I mean, a 21 is definitely going to hit.
For quite a bit of damage. That's 29.
29. Okay, I'm not unconscious.
It skips up, scooping you in its horns,
Mm-hmm.
hopping down this way and tossing you forward,
One
smacking you into this.
Oh no, do I take damage from smacking into that?
No.
Okay.
When he tries to move away from Yars, he's going to try to hit him.
That would be the case if Yars had a weapon. But he does not have a weapon now.
Uh-oh.
You were helping Stony. I can't imagine you had your weapon ready.
Okay.
Can he still try for an unarmed strike?
Could try for another. You could try to punch him.
An
I'll
unarmed
let you.
punch? That is
I'll let
so
you try
funny.
to punch it.
Okay. All right. This is gonna come in handy with my rune.
Oh, there you go.
And then let's see. It's a 1d20 plus 1. Oh!
Oh, all right.
Nice.
Boom!
As
Punch
you-
it in the haunch.
Boom, smack it. We'll say that Stony, you actually just get kind of knocked down, right? And
Okay,
at least to a bit more of safety. You boom, punch it. I imagine kind of holding it in a headlock.
Oh my god!
Keeping it from running. It neighs again. This sort of soft bell rings from its horns. You see that halo slowly starting to form again. The Yars, something's gonna catch you off guard with this. As you have it caught like that, as a bonus action, it is going to dash, but it seems to almost slip out of your grip.
Interesting. So
It is
Just-
going to not move,
just
but it is
wanna-
not restrained by you.
so
is
he's
basically
not
what it is.
restrained, but okay. I
I'm
was
just
wondering how that
thematically,
works
I'm
with the
trying to
sentinel.
give you, I'm giving you some stuff, like
Okay.
lore stuff to work with. Like, oh, you grab it. That's part of the reason it stopped, but it's sort of shooken still, so it's not moving from this spot.
Gotcha.
And I guess we're rolling initiative.
Stony, look out!
Oh man, I really hope that I get to go before this animal.
Oh my god.
You almost jinxed yourself again. is what
I'm
happened.
sure I did.
You do.
Barely. Oh, Stony, you're such trash.
Do we see a sign of any I don't know, any damage from the arrow on this blessed beast?
Yes, there is an arrow basically in its body, and it is leaking gold, golden blood.
Oh, I do like that.
I think everybody's on initiative, yeah? Or did Bloco? I feel like, yeah, Bloco didn't get added. Boop.
I didn't get added. I was
Yeah, I
selected.
didn't add you for some reason.
That's weird. I'm on
No,
there
you're
on
there, I
my
see
screen.
you.
I'm on there on my
15.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I see you.
Oh, I know, I just added him.
Oh,
Well, I saw myself before. Let me put it that way. So
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, it's yours.
Yars is like, Stony, look out! Nobody said
Ooh.
big game hunting was safe. And as Yars is free interact, he quickly draws his draws his weapon
Mhm.
and aims at this creature's. He's pretty fast and pretty spry, and he aims at his back haunch, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Trying to slow him down in any way he can, and it goes boom, boom, boom.
26 and the 19 will hit. The first one will not.
Okay.
As
Tries
you
to give him
boom, 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 hack into this thing. Add it up. 36, I think. Yeah. You boom, hack into this thing. It lets out sort of a cry of pain as you see more of that golden blood leaking from it. Soft bells ringing from its antlers.
Oh. Oh, it distinctly doesn't look evil, but you know,
No, it looks
we're
quite
on the hunt.
celestial.
We're on
Yeah.
the hunt. Let's see. I think that's that for yours. He goes, you know what? I guess what he does is he says he sort of taunts this thing. He says, "Don't look at Stony, look at me."
It just sort of rears up, getting ready to, I guess, attack you, right?
Okay.
Drogon.
All right. Droga is going to come from up here because he was trying to scout ahead. And can I use an animal handling check? The only thing that I want to basically do is be like, "Hey, bud, I got your flank. Like if you run past me, like I'll make certain I don't run after you," kind of deal. But like I don't know how to convey that in animal speak.
I'll make animal handling as you
All right.
gesture to try and show, like, go come here. All right, you're not sure, but you feel like it at least gets your nice intentions. You don't
Okay.
want to kill it. That
As-
soft bell rings again off its head.
Ding ding ding.
Ding.
As that will end my turn.
Loka.
How high is this tree that I'm by? Or like
Are you in
like,
it?
No, I'm on the ground below it, but I'm just trying to figure out
Like
how
20 feet to this branch here.
that branch. Okay, then I will back up a few feet. That's 10 feet. And then I'll get a running start and get 10 feet. And then I'll run the 20, we'll call it 25 to get into the tree, plus the other 2 10s. That's 45 of my 70 speed. And then since I told Yarz I was gonna hunt with him, I pull out my longbow and and 2 arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
buddy.
fire away.
They're gonna hit.
Don't count the top, the 2s. 24.
Okay. 24. It lets out again another kind of like cry of pain. The sort of halo pulsing on its head. El Chad.
El Chad's. I guess he's just gonna go up and smack it. Like,
All right. That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit.
all right.
My God.
Hold on, we're gonna talk some. There,
Yes.
there. Yeah. Do you want me to add all that up for you?
No, I gotta add it up actually. For a reason. As you boom cleave across this creature, putting a horrible blackened gash across it. El Chad, did you pump a smite into it?
2, actually. Yeah,
Nothing happened.
with the divine smite.
It does not. It seems to be immune to radiant damage.
Oh no.
But that is not important, as it lets out another pained whimper before slumping over off the rock and onto the grass. That wound black and charred. The final thing you all hear is again that bell. Echo out in the valley.
Whew. All right. Well, I get up and sort of dust myself off. And I guess we should. You want to skin it out, Yars?
Yeah, yeah. I've got some hempen rope. Give me a hand here.
All right.
And Yars starts dragging it over towards the tree.
All right.
And tie. He
We'll tie
puts,
the hind legs.
Yeah, exactly. Strings it up. Strings it up. Is
Now,
the
do you
blood
wanna
gold?
When you look at it, it is gold, like colored. I'm
right,
gonna need
Yars,
some sort of check to maybe deduce if it's worth anything.
Sure. What kind of a check would you say?
It is going to be probably be another jewel check, but we'll do a medicine check at this time.
All right.
Because you're trying to see if it's even blood.
Yeah, and what Yars is gonna do. Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Examining it, you know that whatever it is the facsimile of blood. It is bright golden in color. You are able to deduce that it is not actually gold.
Sure.
What it is from there, you can make some more checks if you like.
Yeah, Yars
or you-
holds up his let's see. He has a gold potion from the mandrels
Yeah.
Thing. And he also has an ivory potion. And he holds he holds them up and next to the gold. He's actually got another vial and tries to collect a vial of this this gold blood. And holding it up to the light, he does a comparison between his other various potions that he's got.
You examine it, and it is almost identical to the potion of gold lust that you found at the mandrels. Which if you need me to.
While they're taking apart the animal or thing, where it fell at, basically, I want to do like it's like I am sorry that like this happened to you, poor creature, and just like offer like a prayer in a prayer in passing.
Yeah.
And basically it's like thank you for giving your life. We're sorry we took it upon like this. And um he's gonna do it in giant.
All right.
Hey, Yars,
go
you think I
down
can
and-
get some of that? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, you guys do your thing first there.
I was gonna say you sort of give off your prayer and you just feel a soft wind blow by you. Stony, you say that to Yars. Yars, I need a wisdom save.
Sure.
Yars or me?
Yars 14. Yars. No, you're not gonna give it to Stony.
Not give it, but get one.
This is
like, we've got a lot
this
of
is
blood.
no, you're not gonna give him any of it. This is yours. You got this. I mean, look at this. This is all you. He
Stony,
should
this
hunt
is
his own
mine.
thing.
Stony, this is my blood. Mine.
I mean, like, I don't know. I didn't want all of it. I just like if you had an extra vial for me, I mean, you were helping me shoot it. I did shoot it.
And he failed to shoot it.
No, I hit it.
He doesn't deserve it. He didn't kill it.
I don't think you deserve this, Stony.
Well, I mean, I'm trying
Besides,
to
it was
be...
through all my direction that you hit it at all.
Well, yeah, but
And
I
you
thought
run
you were...
turn tail when this thing comes after you. This is mine.
I took quite a lot of damage.
Stoney's like bleeding.
I'm basically like, I'm like about to pass out. I'm like the just bloody. Also, can we rest?
Yars. Make another wisdom save. You're telling all this to Stony. No, it's mine. And then you kind of like, what's happening? And you look down at your hands and they're covered in this golden blood. You feel that sort of inner dwarven greed consumed you for a moment. It's a rather unsettling sight. You almost not yourself.
God. Oh. What the hell was I saying? I'm sorry. I was acting like a real dick, wasn't I?
Well, I wasn't gonna say it.
Yars kind of like shakes his head. I guess he feels like he comes out of a little bit of a brain fog. And he's like, yeah, Stony, here you go. And he gives you the vial of potion of gold blood, I guess.
Oh, thank you. I
Yours,
mean, you could have.
bro.
I was wondering if we could each have one, but if you only have one vial, I
don't
wouldn't
know,
want
vial.
to take yours.
You willingly hand it to him,
Yeah.
but you kind of notice you hold on to it for a second before inevitably letting it go. Like,
It's a little hard for Stony to pull out of my hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yars kind of like shakes it off a bit, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you say about I don't know, let's get the rest of this mount." He looks over at Bloco, and he says, "Bloco, you don't have any or even you, Droga. I mean, you're an animal person. I don't have much experience harvesting a mount."
Oh, I've got plenty.
All right, well, let me just assist / watch you do it, and that way I can know how to do it for the future.
All right. Where is that? Survival. Well, first, all you gotta do is this.
Survival. You start sort of dressing this this antelope. One thing that you notice, its bones are not bone.
What are they?
They are silver in color.
Ooh.
A similar sort of metallic to the sort of metallic gold blood. And its meat is this sort of I don't know how else to explain it, but a pleasant pink.
Pleasant.
No,
pink.
that meat really looks pleasant.
Does it look like
It's
meat or
already
like
medium
something
rare.
else?
You can make I guess some sort of check. Medicine check would probably be a good example, right? To determine if this is meat or not.
Sure.
Okay.
It is meat. It's like venison. But it has the almost soft texture of something like a silk.
This is some high quality venison right here. I think we're eating good tonight, fellas.
Stony.
Yeah,
I need
we
a
have to eat
perception check.
all. We have to use all parts of this deer.
I at least agree with that.
It's what our ancestors would have done.
Stony, I need a perception check from you.
Okay. Why is Sony so bad at everything?
Stony's like, yep, I can't wait to eat this thing.
Because he's on the brink of death.
Yeah. What is old Chad doing?
El Chad's just watching these guys.
All right, I'll get a perception check from you too.
Just being
Since
being
you're
El Chad
you're high up.
All right, 1 second. Perception.
Nope. You're too
El-
busy paying attention to this pack of weirdos.
I have a high passive perception. Would I be able to make it, or am I just not able to?
You are not able to because you are working on actually dressing this thing.
All right, cool.
Can I try?
No, because you would
Okay.
not see it.
Fair.
It is not until it gets out here. Let me just. El Chad, you're probably going to notice it first because you will see it as a tree falls over, and you see a large toad with what looks like an emerald sort of crystalline growth on its back. Its eyes are made of jade, and it seems to be heading in the direction of that thing that died. As it lets off a croaking, and you see little sparks of electricity coming off its back.
Guys, we gotta go.
We've almost got this. We've almost got this.
Robot. Robot.
No, I'm pretty sure we should get the fuck out of here.
And
We have
How
to
many,
cook
how many
up this
steaks?
meat.
How many steaks have we gotten cut off, or whatever they are? Cutlets.
Let's see. Your medicine, you've gotten 4.
4.
Mhm.
Well, we're gonna need at least one more.
Yeah, we need at least one more steak, and it feels wasteful to leave the backstrap.
No, I didn't get to paint a picture of it with its own blood.
El Chad, what direction is this frog coming from?
It is coming from the northeast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, El Chad's gonna start walking away.
Sony is going to take some of the blood and rub it on his face like a moisturizer because he thinks that might be like a good use of it.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to use as much as this deer before we leave so that he doesn't feel like he wasted life.
Back to the tree.
Yars tries to harvest the horn, or the antler, if you will.
So, are you guys going to try and harvest more from it? El Chad was pretty much aware that like you could have slipped away scot-free right now.
I just want to make sure we have a
was-
cutlet for everybody, and I think there's 5 of us.
Yeah, we need a 5th cutlet.
All right, I'm going to need medicine checks from Yars and Bloco, and then is Stony trying to harvest anything else?
He's just he's rubbing the blood on himself.
All right. Bloco, with deft precision and ability, you were able to slice off yourself another cutlet. Would you like to skedaddle or no?
Yeah, but I have to wrap them and stow them first, right?
Well, no, the idea is that
Yeah, you don't want them to
you've
go
done
bad.
it so good that you can
They're in the. He's got the
do all that.
paper.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be
You- they-
skedaddling after that.
All right.
Not pretty fast. so-
Yars, you try to take off these antlers, and they are not coming off. And Bloco is skedaddling.
Doggone it. Do you see this, Stony?
Yeah, do you need help with that?
I mean, the people, our gang's kind of running away.
Why are they running? Where are they running away from?
You can attempt one more chance.
One more attempt at cutting it, or no?
You can.
Or
Now,
looking
whether-
around.
Now, whether something's going to happen before that is up to you.
Stony, you're pretty weak. These aren't coming off. I really don't know how you'd help me with these antlers. I do have to say, it looks like the rest of our gang is running from something. What? I have no clue.
Now,
But
can we
I
at
say,
this point look up and try and see what they're running from?
So it is about here. So Droga is watching it make its way across. So
So I
yes,
imagine we would see it now.
no, because there's a big stone in the way. So you need to make a perception check
Okay.
because it is hip hopping its way over there.
I hope you're pretty perceptive, Stony.
19.
Stony. You hear it, the thumping. That language of the bullywogs, the language of the frogs.
Oh yeah, I do speak
Something-
bullywog.
Something big is coming.
I also
is
speak
letting-
with frogs and toads automatically.
It is letting other frogs know that there is food over here. And it is heading this way to eat it.
All right. Well, I have 2 hit points, but I am another frog.
No.
So I'm going to come up here and wave at it and say in bullywog, "Ahoy! Ahoy!"
It hops forward, sees you, does that thing that frogs do when they like feel intimidated. He jumps straight up, lands on his back, and then kind of like fumbles his way back onto his 4 feet as he goes, "What you? Huh? You
I'm a bobbins.
Bobbins? My
Yes.
food. I beg.
You are very big.
Amphibable. Amphibable.
Amphibable?
Yes.
That's your name?
He puts his head down, and that jade on his back starts to spark with electricity. Go, mine.
Oh yeah, no, by all means. And I gesture to the food, and I sort of step out of the way.
Yars, you will see this thing hopping towards you.
Yars runs. Let's see, not that far, but he tries to get just around this rock, and using his well, I guess the first thing he does is he looks around. Is anybody else close by? Is this where El Chad and Blogo are?
El Chad and Bloker are walking away. I imagine not even that fast.
Okay, Yars sprints to catch up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have -1 on ability checks and saves?
Yes.
Okay,
All
so I'm
rolls.
so I didn't have that on.
Guys,
I
there's a
apologize.
giant frog over there.
Let me see if I can do.
Yeah, we saw that. That's
And you
why
didn't
we,
tell me? You didn't tell me?
No, we said that there was something big coming and started walking away.
And I mean, look at poor Stony over there. He's in harm's way. And
That's
he's only got 2 hit points.
his problem. He
Stony,
wanted to be an adventurer.
you see it. It opens its mouth. A long tongue sticks onto the thing. You see what looks like electricity shock its body before it sucks it into its mouth
Very interesting.
and swallows it whole.
Does it eat the rope too?
It does eat the rope.
My hempen rope.
Is it like a
But we
slurping a
did-
spaghetti noodle?
Yeah, it's like slurping a spaghetti noodle. It goes,
But we did
Mm.
get we
Wood.
did get 5 of the prime cuts before that happened.
That is true.
Well, now I feel a little better because at least, it got eaten. So I didn't want it to sit there and rot.
Uh,
So I'll say, hey, what'd you say your name was? Defibrillator?
Defibrillator.
A Fibibolt. So, I hope you enjoyed your meal. I had a question about directions.
Huh?
Me and my friends are going to that creepy tree over yonder, and I point to the horizon.
Oh, bad. Yes.
Yeah. I guess any tricks or tips on how to get there?
You small, you die.
Well, I'm small, but some of my friends are pretty tough. Pretty tough.
Oh, bigger than me, than I. Go eat bugs from tree.
There's
But
bugs.
land on ground. Slowly die.
They
Turn
ate the
to
bugs and then they die?
mold.
To mold?
Yes.
Oh, so so there are bugs that are poisonous that turn you to mold?
Make an
That's-
insight check to try and understand what he is trying to convey to you.
All right, that is good. That is good. See, did it take my -1 on there? It didn't.
It's all right. A
So
16.
it says 16.
You get the impression maybe he doesn't literally mean bugs.
Oh wait, it did. It did take my -1.
Oh,
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
It because you've talked to frogs enough, they kind of consider anything they can put in their mouth a bug.
Yeah.
So, and more importantly, they tend to know that bugs are in rotting trees. So, this one is probably referring to the idea that the bigger one than him,
Right, a bigger
went
frog.
there, yeah, to eat the bugs that were in that tree.
Yeah.
But when he
And-
got to the land around it, the dirt,
Yeah.
he died.
Oh.
And he will say no eat bugs. So he didn't eat anything to die. He just got around it and died.
Just died walking straight in there, huh?
Oh.
That is not encouraging, I gotta say.
Bad. You die, little toad.
Well, I'm trying to avoid that. And he looks at me, I'm just covered in blood and wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be in a little over my head if I'm being perfectly honest. This is my first adventure.
You try go big?
I can go big, actually.
Good, good. He kind of waddles over and he looks around. You get unfibbable. And he points, or he kind of gestures his head up, trying to look at the giant emerald embedded into its back.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any emeralds embedded into my skin. Would you advise that?
Good. Make me strong, big.
Where'd you get that?
Tall, tall. And he looks over towards the mountain. That mountain you guys are actually heading to. Here, I will sort of plop you guys back here. This mountain here.
Yeah.
With all of the strange structures on it. He goes.
Oh, well, we were actually headed over there.
He goes, me, small, like you.
Really?
Yes. Pick up by strange men. Gem, me strong. Strong! And when he does, that emerald sparks with electricity again.
Okay, well, I don't love the idea of being picked up by strange men, but we are headed that way, so I'll keep that in mind. I'll see if they can hook us up with some emeralds.
Good.
Yeah, that might help us against the tree folk, the bugs.
Bugs bad.
Yeah, the bad bugs.
He licks his eyeball.
Well, I appreciate that. I should probably go get my friends. I think they're scared of you because you're so big.
Yes. Me big, scary.
Yeah, definitely impressive. And I go to give him a high five.
He just lets you smack him a little.
I give him a pat.
You get a little zap, but it's nothing like painful.
Ooh. All right. Well,
Right.
I'll see you around.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to join us by any chance, would you? You could be like my steed.
What a steed.
Basically, you let me sit on you,
No,
but I can find you food.
I sit on you. I bigger.
Yeah, that's why that wouldn't work though. Think about it.
Little one, wise.
I am. Would you like a mushroom?
Yes.
I will pull out of my my pack one of my just a regular mushroom.
All right, it opens its mouth.
I'll throw it in
All
there.
right. You do. Is it a special mushroom or no?
Yeah, I think I'll give him a special mushroom because he wants to be wise like me.
All right. You cast awakening on him so that he is hyper intelligent.
Yes.
No.
No, I don't have
like-
awakening.
Damn.
I can do hallucinatory terrain.
Oh. And he is going to be sort of just standing there wide-eyed, tripping out a bit.
Hell yeah.
You feel like he is content and entertained.
All right then. And I'm gonna go.
All right. You guys walk over to Yars and them. Yars
Hey
is
guys.
like talking to El Chad and Bloco like, guys, you really fucking put me in a mind back, dude.
No, he's like,
This dude-
he's like, man, Bingo's gonna be mad at us that we lost Stony.
Yeah.
No. Just tell him that he's got like 15 other kids.
Well, that Stony
Who's got
died a
15
hero.
kids? What? I'm alive.
Oh, hey, Stony, you're alive.
Wait, you guys thought I was dead and you weren't like
No,
that worried about it?
we were worried. We were worried, especially with how we were going to break the news to your dad. But I don't know. It just seemed like a low chance of surviving for you.
No, I'm good with frog folk.
You're shaping up to be quite the adventure. And I give him a little punch on the shoulder.
Like, oh, I'm really sore.
Oh,
I'm really. In fact, if you guys have any healing potions,
Roll that unarmed.
unarmed.
you're gonna make me pass out. Yours would kill me with his strength modifier.
You go, oh, you're coming a real adventure as you knock him on the shoulder and Stony, you black out for a second.
Oh! I pick him up real quick. I'm like, hey, I know you're in rough shape. You're in rough shape.
I am feeling a little lightheaded, I will admit.
Here. I got something for you. And Yars reaches into Stony's pocket and pulls out the little bit of that golden potion that we just collected.
Take my own potion.
I uncork it and give him about a little taste, about half of it.
Okay.
Here, drink
that's
this. You'll feel better.
That's the gold potion, right?
That's right.
Yes, it
So that's
will
just
not
gonna-
heal you
That's not going to heal me, but it will make me lustful for treasure.
for treasure.
I guess that perks you up.
Yeah.
You're ready to go adventure again, because
Yeah, we got to find some treasure, guys.
yeah, see that, guys? Look, he's shaping up to be a chip off the old block.
Yeah.
Anyways, where's our our animal guide? Someone who's always got a sense for the trail. Anybody seen Droga?
As Droga's looking at this rock where it's got like runic writing on it, and he's like also looking to see if there's anything edible plant-wise around it.
All
Look
right.
at him being useful.
Make a survival check.
Okay.
26. You are able to find that there are some edible plants around here. These sort of bright pink flowers are basically these elongated berries.
I will harvest some.
Hmm?
And then I will say thank you to the plants. Does this writing mean anything?
It is long worn and basically illegible.
Okay.
You are aware, though, just by its shape, that it is a grave of some kind.
Wait a second. He's gonna look with that in mind. He's gonna look around.
Yeah.
Do they all look like gravestones?
As you stand there and look around, they do. At first, they kind of look like rocks. But on closer inspection of them all, they're just very worn gravestones, sort of haphazardly put around. You are shaken a bit as there is a slam next to you, as you hear
Ah!
as that frog starts hopping away.
Shakily.
Yeah. It bumps into one of those stones and cracks it before hopping off.
He's gonna sniff this berry and then try it.
All right. You bite into this berry. It is sickly sweet. Other than that, you have no ill effect from it.
Would it be a nature check to know what kind of plants these might be
Yeah, you could make
Okay.
a check.
and how they grow kind of deal?
Mhm.
12.
12. No, you've never really encountered berries like this.
Do I see Droga?
Yeah, you see
Examining
Droga
the
way
plant?
over there. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go up and wait, where the fuck? Way over there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, El Chad is gonna
Like-
go way over there and just be like, "Yep, I know what type of berries those are. The purple kind, and they grow out of the ground. You get some sunlight, some soil, some water. Yep."
Huh. Make a nature check for me, old Chad, just so I know if you know in secret.
Sure.
Be a 20.
Nah, man, they're exactly as you described.
Yeah, berries.
With an A.
With a what?
With an A. It says berry. It says it's being berry with an E. It's berry with an A. Like the name.
No, we don't talk about berry anymore.
Oh, not after last time.
Yeah. Not after what he did in the church.
Oh, wait. Are we having this conversation in game?
I was.
Okay.
Fucking
How are y'all
berry.
doing? All doing good?
uh, you know what? We're gonna go and examine this one over here.
All right. Same thing. Another worn, large grave.
Kroger, what the hell are you doing over there?
It's great. Hang on. No.
Just- You see out there, we're picking berries.
Ooh, bears.
as like he's gonna like have like a couple more of them and then just like make his way over here. We're in a grave site.
We're in a
Can I
grave
make-
site.
Does the book of Yasni say anything about fruit off of a grave?
You are aware of a fruit, just because Yasnik culture does kind of, you like fruit because you ferment quite a lot.
Yeah.
And one of them, they tell you, no, 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 don't absolutely do it because it is gross to think about, is what's called a corpse berry. They're basically a type of berry that feeds on the nitrogen of corpses. They are a long pink fruit, and they are considered pretty blasphemous. Although, strangely enough, El Chad, you've never actually seen one in person. So, in the mainland, they have never been a thing. And in fact, like it just was assumed, oh, they're just some extinct species of fruit, or maybe it's supposed to be metaphorical. You don't really know.
It's a
Except
literary.
for yeah,
Yeah.
except for right now when you saw Droga munching on one of them.
Oh. Hey,
Cadava berries.
you know those are corpse berries, right?
I put that together, seeing as we're in
Uh.
a graveyard.
Yeah, you might want to eat those.
They're sickly sweet.
Yeah, you might not want to eat those.
You guys know anything about maybe what was buried here?
Well, seeing as the gravestones are giant,
Well, Yars, he takes a look at this here gravestone and, using his dwarven stone cunning, tries to understand the origin of such a stone.
All right.
Well, it's still plus 10, but
Yeah. Examining these stones, you are able to deduce they are all handmade. They look ancient. You would say even more ancient than a lot of the sea dwarf things you have found.
ooh,
It appears they were placed with care. Their hodgepodgey sort of layout is a bit odd. You know that in some dwarven cultures, they have a thing about basically putting the grave where the person died. But that would mean there's thousands of people around here.
I
That's what you
I say there's a lot of people buried around here, and you know what that means, Stony. There's buried loot.
Now, I have ingested the gold stuff.
Yes.
So, at the mention of loot, I immediately want to dig up this grave.
okay, we're not
I
digging
hand
up
you a shovel.
graves.
I hand you my shovel, Stony.
All right, I will attempt to dig.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't dig up that grave.
Well,
Yeah.
but there's treasure though.
Okay, but like these are like giant graves.
The
Yeah,
How
moment
much
Stony,
treasure is in a giant
Think about how
grave?
much gold is in there.
Think about
Yeah.
the art that could
Stony-
be in there.
moment Stony puts that shovel into the ground, El Chad, you feel it. in your very core, he should not be doing that.
El Chad's just gonna take the shovel away from Stony.
Well, hold on.
No, I'm with El Chad with this one, which is quite shocking, honestly.
Stony is going to start digging with his hands.
No, El Chad's gonna pick him up.
No,
By the
let me
back of
go.
his shirt.
Yeah.
Wait,
Stony,
wait, yeah, this is a bad
Look-
idea.
Come on. What's-
Loco, you were able to deduce Stony is like in this gold fever. He wants it, like it almost as if possessed.
I got a fever.
Guys, I think Stony died back there and got possessed with the soul
no.
of someone greedier than Bingo.
All right. I take a big breath and I go, I'm okay. You can put me down.
Is he gonna get? You gonna go back to digging the second I put you down?
I'm not going to go back to digging. I'm not going to.
All right, I'll put him down.
All bobbins are liars.
As you put me down, I am going to cast Meld into Stone, and I'm going to go into the.
As you meld into the stone, you're like, got him, fucking got him. Before inevitably you kind of stop having melded into the stone, and you are face to face with a giant corpse.
Whoa!
And like that, I'm done. I'm not even going to entertain the idea of going after him.
Now, is there any treasure?
There is not.
Which direction is the mountain we're headed towards again?
Is the corpse alive?
To the north.
Like,
To
is
the
the corpse
north.
moving?
Alright,
Or
I
it's just a
follow
big
Droga.
corpse?
It is degraded bone to a point that you feel like, Stony, if you sneezed, it would just crumble to dust.
Oh, that's not that scary.
On the outside, you hear Yars going,
Stony, come out of there!
Yars, as you are all walking away, Yars, you're gonna see it. There is a small bit of that green miasma leaking out from where Stony went in.
"Oh, Stony, I think it's actually pretty bad."
All right,
you know what?
I'm gonna make a
Yars?
perception check just to see if I can find any treasure in here.
All right. A perception check. Looking around in here, you are able to deduce that there is not treasure in here.
All right.
There would have been a really good sword and a really good shield. But this thing is so old, all of that has sort of decayed to a point of, well, it might as well be dirt.
All right. Well, my gold lust being sated, then I will come out of the stone. I go, oh, there's nothing in there except a giant corpse.
Stony, you look, and that hole you came out of has not sealed behind you, like mending stone generally does, and is leaking that green miasma.
We should probably go though, huh? And I,
Yeah. Yeah, let's go, man.
Are you all gonna just kind of power walk away?
Yeah, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm going to go put the corpse berries right next to the where I harvest them from, and then walk away.
As you all
I
sort of
bet
power walk
The
away.
hippos will deal with whatever's going on back there.
Power walking
What's going on
away,
back there?
We, the camera, the audience, see what looks like a hand out of that hole. And then we cut to where you guys are.
I
Having
feel
gotten
so
to-
bad for what Babs has to go through.
to a large stone and creek.
Oh.
As you've all sort of made your way here, one of the things that has sort of become of note as you've gotten closer to the mountain are these strange geometric sort of geological structures around you. There are
Basalt
these
columns.
almost basalt columns, these hexagonal sort of rocks that are jutting out almost unnaturally from the landscape. You are noticing that the sun is setting as we find ourselves here. This area is very quiet. It does not seem to have any of those celestial creatures or those sacred creatures walking around. It just is this large glowing stone. What looks like a metal structure. It's hard to tell because it's covered with foliage. And then, of course, some water in those basalt columns.
Is it just the light coming off of this, or is there like writing with it too?
There is writing, and there is what looks like a rune carved into it. This 5-line sort of carving.
Upon getting closer to it, can I try to read it?
Yeah, you can walk up to it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to read this puppy.
Again, much like the other statues, this one is very old and very worn. But it looks like someone or something has cleaned it up, unlike the other stones. Somebody has gone out of their way to do this. You see what looks like a large tankard filled with some sort of liquid, a sword stabbed in front of it. Some unusual writing underneath the runes that you can't quite read, but something that does stand out is what looks like sea dwarf script, etched sort of haphazardly on the side. The side of it. It feels like this wasn't part of it originally.
Is the language primordial?
It is.
I actually can read it. Well, I can read primordial.
It says proof of a hero as decreed by the hero of Yasni.
Ooh.
Oh. Hey, old Chad.
What we got going on here?
This is it says this is proof of a hero, as said by Yasni.
The sword?
This grave. Person
As decreed by the hero of Yasni.
As decreed by the hero of Yasni. That this person was a hero. By the hero of Yasni. I don't know if that has any context to you, but
Is there?
You can make a religion check.
Oh,
With an 11, but this is a Yasni related check, right?
yeah.
So I'll give you get advantage on this.
Hell yeah.
You know that only one person is the hero of Yasni, and it's the first paladin of Yasni.
Ooh.
There's no way it's the first paladin's grave.
no, I don't know if it's the first paladin's grave, but I guess, but no. This is a hero as decreed by the hero of Yasni.
Oh. How long ago was the first paladin?
That record is basically untrackable, right? Because it's sort of like an origin story. It's like when Yasni showed up, the first paladin was there.
Oh. Hey, Ars.
Hey,
You got that flask on you?
that flask.
Yeah, a never-ending flask.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, give me
yeah,
that.
sure do. I hand it over.
Oh, that's a good idea.
El
It's the,
Chad's gonna take a drink. He's gonna pour some out on the grave and say a prayer.
All right, when you
You
do,
can pour a lot
Elchad,
out too.
You take a drink, pour it down on the grave, say a prayer. What would be your prayer?
Oh, friend of Yasni, we've come to disturb you, but at
Oh
least
my
we brought the booze.
As you drink, you see this large what is it? Container of liquid lower, as if someone is drinking with you. And you hear that bell. A pulse kind of goes out, leaves move softly. And for whatever reason, El Chad, you get this feeling almost as if Yasni himself is saying to you that you are safe here.
Ah. Maybe we should set up a camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
What-
should definitely take a long rest.
What's in the basin? Is it water?
You, without even making a check, no, it is not water. That's some
It's
Yasnik
brewskis.
ale.
Ah. All right, guys.
We should definitely camp here.
We need to build a house.
In fact, no, we need a tavern, an inn, you would say.
Yes.
I will use mold earth to sort of create a little hovel. I will definitely avoid pulling up any dirt in front of the gravestone, but maybe like over here.
Yeah. I will say there is a large metal structure over here.
Oh.
Oh, well, we should probably just use that then.
Yeah.
As you walk
Probably
up
safe.
to it, at first it looks like maybe some sort of metal building. But as you get closer, you begin to realize, no, this is not a metal building. This is a massive metal helmet that has sort of embedded itself in the ground, providing a soft bit of shelter. There is also what looks like mild camping gear that is put on with this tribalistic sort of runes on it, or not runes, patterns. But it doesn't seem like anybody's here, and it doesn't seem like anybody's been here for quite some time.
All right, let's make ourselves at home and have some Yasnik ale and take a long
Yeah.
rest.
And some
Even
weird deer steak.
Yeah.
Cutlet. Sorry.
Deer
Yours?
cutlet.
Yars lights up his new lantern.
Yeah.
The Lantern of Forgotten Paths. It just sort of does a go around in the area. You know, he shines it up inside this helmet,
All right.
and then as he does, he also, you know, does a little loop the loop.
Scanning it across the helmet, the inside of it, you do see something, Yar. It looks like drawings, and you were able to pick up this immediately because you have sort of run into quite a bit of this recently. Looks like doodles from Sea Dwarves. It doesn't seem to be of anything specific. It just seems like they were drawing on here at some point. Probably bored, as they were hunkering down before they made their journey forward.
These little guys get around, you know. Sea dwarfs drawing on things.
But you notice something else. Something more recent. The symbol of the holder hex.
Yar's eyes pop open.
Holder hex came here. They left a mark. You can assume that they probably saw the Sea Dwarf runes. They may have not been as faded back then. And sort of as a sign of like, we are going on this journey, you know, the same steps you took. They have left their mark.
With what did they use to make these marks?
Looks like some sort of chalk.
Bloco, you got
Yeah.
any chalk on you?
Let me double check. Well, I don't have any chalk, but I have this pencil.
All right. I guess that's good enough. May I borrow it from you?
Sure. I'll hand it to him.
And Yars takes the pencil and he etches YH right under the holder heck marking. And
As a
you know,
sign for him to be there.
as a sign that he was there, yeah. And you know, he did a little graffiti, and he looks back at Yoko and he says, maybe one day they'll think this is high art. And he hands it back to.
I mean, if you want, I could paint over it to make it more visible.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll do a coin flip to see if she gets he gets a little carried away.
Yeah.
I guess evens is heads, and I'll call evens for not getting carried away. All right, a proper, respectful job.
You do a very proper and efficient job. Sort of carving out or painting this nice little piece here.
Public
again,
art.
it's a very peaceful place where you're sitting.
You know, Bloco, maybe that'll be a collectible one day.
I hope so.
And then, are you guys going to camp out here?
I
Yeah.
think so. Unless
Yeah,
you
I'd
guys
say-
don't want to. Stony is very tired.
Let's see who's gonna take first watch.
But what is there anything special that happens when we eat those cutlets, or are they just like really tasty cutlets or something?
They're
I
really
actually-
tasty cutlets.
I
You
will
feel
not
like
partake
eating
in
them, you will
that.
not have to eat the rest of the day.
Oh, nice. That is one tasty cutlet.
That is a tasty cutlet.
Right.
Oh, nice. That's
I
awesome.
got day-night
Oh.
maps. I got
Hell
day-night
yeah.
maps,
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Oh man.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Before taking a watch, like where like they were collectively like moving around inside of the helmet. And I
Mhm.
have like climbed up here, and basically I want to sit on like the crown where there's like that slight clearing. It looks like,
Yeah.
and I want to sit with Stone Carver in front of me, and I just want to like really focus in on it and see if I can like um one, connect with it, but two, to like try to connect with Sigtyr, in because he hasn't been like answering sending or like been available for Dream at all.
Mhm.
And really focus on it, and then like as we're getting ready to go to bed, like try to cast Read and try to focus, like try to get in contact with Sigtyr. So throughout the night, that's what he's gonna do.
We'll get to that. Is there anything that the rest of you guys are gonna do? Just so that we
Well,
Oh,
Elchid- yeah.
El Chad is going to use his weeping loom before he goes to bed to talk to Boblin.
talk to Bob, that little shit. Let's see. Let's predict. All right. Who may answer one question? All right. El Chad, you think of Boblin. And when you do, you see yourself floating above him as he looks like he's sitting at some dining table in the land of the that sort of land
In
of
the dead.
souls.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is in the mayor his old like dining room, and he's sitting there like, that motherfucker. I can't fucking believe them. Those little shits. He didn't even take me seriously. Can you believe that? And he smacks the guy next to him and his head falls off. Fuck. God. My Yazni, fuck. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll figure this out. Let's see. Maybe
Hey,
I
yo,
should.
Boblin.
What? Who said that?
Hey, yo, Boblin.
Who said that? And he's
I'm
looking
here.
around. He can't seem to see you.
It's me, El Chad.
Oh, you've died.
Nope.
Serves you right.
Nope. Just
What?
coming to visit you in the grave.
No. No, you can't. Where are you? And he stands up and he starts shooting that flame. It sort of goes from the center of his body up his hand and out, shooting at walls. Show yourselves, coward.
Yeah, I just got one question for you.
What?
How much you gonna cry when I kick your ass next week?
I'm a lot. Yeah, what did you do to me? And you like slowly fade away.
Oh yeah, that was the best 2,000 gold I ever spent.
Every night,
yeah,
baby.
once per day.
Every night.
Boblin just becomes your best friend.
Is Yars doing anything?
Yars actually says, "Hey, Stony, you mind if I have that crossbow back? It's a little big for you, just gotta say. I can give you a smaller one if you want."
Stony is like been dragging it this whole time.
Yeah. Yars is just gonna. I assume Brad's muted.
Yeah.
But Yars is going to, or maybe Stoney's already asleep, and he's gonna take the oversized crossbow and bring it back to himself. Stoney's just laying back, snoring. He has one hand over it, and Yars switches it with the light crossbow, which is probably more Stoney's speed. And before Yars goes to bed, he pours a little. He reloads it, of course, and then on his bolts that he has, he poisons the tips. He's got several different types. But just a little preparation. He doesn't do any contacting with the dead, or
Yeah.
and he looks over at Bloko and he says, "Bloko, I forget. Do you need how long do you need to sleep?
Oh,
You're an elf, right?
yeah, I don't
Like, not that much.
do that. I just meditate for a few hours.
Oh,
So I could take like 2 watch shifts.
yeah. Well,
Wait, no, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whenever you feel like it, just wake me up and I'll take the other ones."
All right.
And yeah, Yars curls up under his shield, and goes to sleep.
Bloko, do you do anything?
Bloko is suddenly reminded that they have this painting of frog portal runes, whatever that is, but I think it's from the last time we were on this continent. And pulls it out, but it's too folded up and damaged, so he chucks it in the fire. And then gets set up for watch.
You burn it.
Yeah.
As you're sitting there, Bloko, you feel it. The hairs on the back of your head stand up. There is a martial artist nearby.
Oh. Is this like Highlander where I can kind of sense where they are?
Yes, you do get a sense. You know that they're not close enough to encounter you now, but you know that in any encounter coming up,
Yeah.
they could arrive.
Okay.
So stay on watch.
Yeah. They sharp, focused.
Yeah. They can arrive literally in any fight.
Yeah, Bloko, while on watch, is just doing a bunch of like, martial arts practice.
Yeah.
Keeping
We
an
see a
open ear.
silhouette
Yeah.
looking down at the crowd. As you were sitting, or I guess is Stony back? Brad back?
I am back. I am back.
Okay. Stony, you were cuddling up with an oversized crossbow before you roll over, and Yars had replaced it with a light crossbow, which might be more your
Oh.
speed.
Okay. And those are 1d6, I believe, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna update
Is there
that.
anything Stony would like to do?
Well, I would have tried to partake in some of that ale, if that's still an option. The one
Yeah.
that's in the pail. Ale in the pail.
You can have some of that ale pale.
There we go. I now have a not huge crossbow.
Take a sip of it. It's pretty nice.
All right. And since it seems to be fine, I will drink a little bit, but not too much because I do want to get a good night's rest because I am very tired.
It's enough to get a good sleep.
Yeah.
Stony, as you kind of sort of cuddle up and get ready to go to sleep, you notice something. It's like buried sort of half in the dark underneath this metal statue or this metal helmet. In the darkness, there is this kind of nasty looking mushroom. It's got a purplish blue top with what looks like little almost thorns coming out the top of it, and this almost flesh-like body to it.
Is this is real life or this is me dreaming this?
No, you see this as you laid down basically on the ground. You see it sort of in this dark, shadowy place underneath this helmet. There's like a gap, basically.
Does it look like there might be treasure?
I mean, mushrooms, are they treasures to Stony? That's a good question.
I do like mushrooms. But having being full from the steak earlier, I think I note the location of the mushroom, but I am going to sleep on it before I go digging around in there.
Yeah. Would you like to make a nature check on it so you could think on it while you sleep?
Yeah. I'll ponder the orb tonight.
13. This is a really nasty mushroom. You don't fully
shouldn't eat it.
remember its properties, but you know that this is called a witch rot fungus.
A witch rot fungus.
But you don't know the properties of it. You may need to sleep on it.
Okay. Yeah. So we don't want to eat this. But I got to think a little bit harder about what this is. So I'm going to roll over
And take a nap.
and take a nap.
As you sleep, we cut up above to where Droga is. Droga, you sit there, kind of dozing off a bit, holding on to the axe. And as you feel like you're about to fall asleep, in fact, you may have even fallen asleep, you're sort of awakened by this kind of blue light as this gravestone is sparking with electricity, and your axe is sort of giving off a similar sort of pulsing.
Okay. Holding uh, stone carver, I'm gonna. Droga's gonna hop down and yeah, storm carver, and he's gonna like slide down the helmet here and like cautiously walk over and examine what's happening. Does the axe do anything as it gets closer?
It is just staying in tune with it.
Okay. As you go up to it, is there like
All right,
any? Go ahead.
you go up to it, and as it does, a spark of that lightning shoots off at you into Stormcarver. Uh, there is a bright flash uh, as you find yourself standing there. Um, it is dark, much like it is now. Uh, but over here, things are different. This helmet is no longer overgrown. It is just a metal helmet laying on the ground. Uh, you see what looks like a young woman with long blonde hair standing in front of this grave. There's a dwarf next to her. Um, she is looking down, clenching her fists. The dwarf kind of reaches out as if trying to sort of calm her uh, before she bats his hand away. This woman with long blonde hair also has large elk-like antlers. The entire area seems to be almost in a sepia tone. It's almost like somebody took the saturation and lowered it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the scene you see. What does Droga do?
Can he like shuffle slightly to see like if he can actually move in this space?
Mm-hmm. You can
Okay.
move, but it feels like you're moving through water.
Uh, my first response is, can I cast freedom of movement on myself?
You cannot.
Okay, I cannot. Okay, so magic doesn't work here right now. Okay, as so would it
When
be
you
like?
look around from where you are, something you are going to notice, these sort of geometric basalt structures, um, there is a similar sort of pattern off of this grid that you can currently see, almost as if the land outside of this area has like crumbled to darkness, almost like you are only perceiving this chunk.
Oh, okay. Um, is the stone here too, like the grave, like the headstone?
This one behind you is here.
What about this one though?
That one is as well.
Okay.
The only thing of note is that the little sea dwarf writing on the side is not there.
Okay. Does this one have any writing on it?
It does.
Okay. What does it say? Or can I read it? What I should ask.
What can you read?
I can read Orc, Common, Dwarven, Elven, Sylvan, Giant, and Primordial.
It does have a name in it. It is in Giant. That name is I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Lost the fucking name. Oh, I know. Sorry. I put it in a completely different folder. Scroll. A Dubar.
Dubar.
A Dubar.
A Dubai. Okay. He's gonna move closer to where this woman and this other dwarf are to like get a better look at them and maybe
All
like
right.
hear what they're talking about.
They're not saying anything.
Okay.
This young woman looks extremely distressed. As you kind of walk around to get a better look of her face, you see that it is she is distressed, but that face is one of fury.
Oh.
The
She
dwarf
look-
looks concerned, almost as if maybe even a little bit scared.
Do either of these two individuals look familiar?
One of them does, as you come around the corner. The dwarf, having a good look at his face, looks like a much younger Sigtyr.
Oh. He's just gonna say sick tier.
As you do, the woman's head whips around. She looks at you with fury in her eyes before you wake up, laying in front of that stone. As you hear the birds chirping as day has arrived.
Oh, okay. Oh. You know that moment when Professor Quirrell runs into the cafeteria and he's like, "There's a troll in the dungeon,"
Nope.
but he's like,
Fucking nerd! Fucking nerd! Get him! Get her, guys! Get him!
like he's just gonna like get up holding Stormcarver and he's just gonna like frantically like run into the like where everybody's camping at.
Oh, it's good to see you in a good mood.
Uh, I think I had a vision.
Nah, you got to be a prophet to do that.
Yeah, it's too early for blasphemy.
Well, well, the thing was, I was meditating with Stormcarver, right?
Yeah,
And
sounds like blasphemy.
one of the gravestones started glowing, and
Wait,
our
what were you doing with Stormcarver?
tuning to it and trying to contact Sigtyr.
Okay, I thought I heard something else. Go on.
Anyway, it was resonating electrically with one of the headstones, and upon further inspection, I had a vision, but it was of a much earlier time.
Oh.
Back when you can actually read the headstones and there were uh, there was Sigtyr was here.
Who's
Like
Sigtyr?
the the older dwarf that we're meeting up at the top of the mountain.
Oh, he was the guy whose axe we took that we maybe shouldn't have.
No, we probably should have.
Okay. This is my first adventure, so I don't know
Technically,
all the characters.
it's technically your second, but
I guess
no,
that is true. I guess that is true. You make a fair point.
Bingo really didn't remember many names.
Yeah, whenever Dad told me stories, he would either get the names wrong or he would just describe the person physically. Like he would say the fat one with the black armor.
Baps?
Possibly?
I told you I don't know these names.
But there was a large woman with him.
Oh, I think my dad did tell me about a large woman. Although to be fair, as a halfling,
You said she was
Most-
tall and blonde, yeah?
Yeah.
She wouldn't happen to have looked like the lady in the painting from a God, what is it called? A Talonbrine.
She doesn't look like her, but looks similar.
Okay. Anyway, she like Fury incarnate. I don't know what they were mad about, or what she was mad about, but she heard me speak. Wonder if I can do that again. I've never done that before.
Yeah, sounds like blasphemy.
Everything sounds like blasphemy to Yasni.
Yeah, see, now you're getting
that is kind of the point.
Yeah.
Okay. It actually is in the book of Yasni about how everything else is blasphemy that isn't Yasni.
You're literally a son of the fungus circle. I mean, like, you're blasphemous to him.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm
He's green.
I'm a frog person, so I have a different path. But I'm just saying that, if you're listening to the Yasnik tradition, then it is blasphemy.
Well, I'm not listening to the Osnic tradition.
See, blasphemy.
Yeah, that is technically blasphemy.
Well, let it be blasphemy the next time you need me to heal you, or I don't know.
Now you
help,
can't do that
help.
anymore. I got the sword, remember?
Okay, but I was the one that removed your curse on the ship back, so this way you are no longer tiny.
Were you tiny?
Oh yeah, I was tiny.
Yeah.
Not like your uncle tiny, just
Great uncle.
small. Great uncle.
Yeah, he's my dad's uncle.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I gotta grab this mushroom real quick, and I'm gonna sort of scooch underneath this gap to try and grab that mushroom I saw last night.
All right, you're able to kind of reach under and grab it and pull it out.
And it's called a witch
rot fungus.
Witch rot fungus. Have I thought of any more remembered any more about it?
You can make another nature check with advantage.
Oh yeah. 18?
18 will get you there.
Oh, actually it's 19 because did I take it? Because I haven't taken my thing off, but either way, it was.
You did take a long rest, so you
Yeah.
yeah. And this is what
Ooh.
you remember about it. It's a very bad mushroom.
That don't look so good. Fungal resilience. I mean, that's good. When you consume it, you hear the murmurs of unseen entities. I do like that. Ooh, I like
Mhm.
telepathy.
You could mutate.
I do like to mutate. Oh, one of these things will happen, so I just can't predict it necessarily.
Yeah. Or if it's real bad, you're a fungus version of yourself will claw its way out of your body.
If you drop to 0 hit points within the next 24 hours. So if you drop to, is that if you drop to 0 hit points, you don't get death saves? Like you automatically die
Yes.
because, okay.
You automatically die because a zombie fungal covered version of yourself claws its way out of your body.
All right, there's some risk to this. This could come in handy if we need to reach something high, but it does come with a good bit of risk, so we'll really want to think about it.
Fellas?
No, it doesn't look very risky.
And I only have one helping of this.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Sto-
do? Die?
Potentially.
hey, Stony,
Yeah.
Tony hasn't dropped to 0.
why would
Stony never drops to 0.
is there a particular reason why a type of mushroom like that would grow here?
Do I know that with my 18?
Yeah, I'll say with an 18, you're able to know that that sort of mushroom tends to grow when there's a lot of dead plant material. Like there has to be basically a dead forest's worth.
Yeah. Oh, dead
Um,
forest's worth.
yes.
Well,
However, that's obviously not here, but you know that there are fungus, so they spread through spores. So this
yeah.
one could have somehow drifted from wherever it was and ended up under here in this dark, shady place.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a fungus.
Hmm.
It probably wouldn't have grown here naturally because there's not enough like detritus material, but you know, spores come and go, as they say. They all say.
El Chad,
Yes.
you seem to recognize when the about this hero thing. Would any of your old texts mention anything about a tall woman with antlers?
No. No, I'm pretty sure that would be blasphemy.
Yeah. Right here. Any mentions of anyone outside of Yasni is blasphemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
granted,
like page 2.
yeah, this is the problem is this is all like Old Testament Yasni, so there's a lot of like, don't do this or you'll die forever.
Yep. See,
Do this
don't shit
or
in the river.
you'll go to hell before you die.
No, no, no. Something, something orc, something, something goblins, something, something. Yeah, no, nothing about antlers in the first 3 pages, and that basically tells you everything you need to kill. They actually streamlined it for the paladin. This is the paladin edition, so it's just
It's like a booklet.
they put the killing up front.
Yeah. It's
I
very front
appreciate
loaded.
I seem to be the one exception to almost that entire list.
Ah, I mean, it depends on how you read it. But we
Would
let
you
old
fall
Stony
under the
go here.
category of savage?
Uh,
Let's see, orc check, druid check,
You know, we can always go dig up that guy's grave down there.
No.
It seemed like that was It was leaking.
No, not the one down there. The Yasnik hero.
This guy here, Yasnik Hero.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
Actually-
that's not blasphemy.
Wait, better yet, why don't you just ask him questions upon when you go to sleep next?
What?
Yeah, but but I don't know who it was.
Yeah, that's sort of the issue.
Okay, why don't you just ask the hero of Yasni?
Ah.
But I don't know who that is.
But there's
Oh.
only one hero of Yasni.
I
But
could
that's
meld
not
into
their name.
stone.
It's gotta be their name, and I gotta think about them.
It's not in the book of Yasni.
This is
You're
Death
tell-
Note rules.
You're telling me
Death
that
Note
your
rules, okay?
legendary hero of all time, chosen by your god, does not have a name in your good book.
You know that, yeah, he doesn't even have a picture or a description.
He's
In
just
fact,
the
you don't
hero of
even know it's
Yasni.
a he.
Now hang on.
Well, we do know that.
Well,
Yeah.
scholars do say it is.
Yeah,
There's
So-
subtext. There's subtext for it.
yeah.
Like there is a scene in the book where the hero of Yasni relieves themselves in a bush, and it's
By a tree.
assumed. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
assumed that it wouldn't be a popping a squat situation.
Now, Shebethany argues otherwise.
Bethany
Well-
has made the argument that it is possible.
I mean,
And
the
Bethany
scholars did
does
say-
stand to pee.
And she does stand to pee. And the scholars do say that Shebethany has a point. And now that might be because she did beat them up, but that's like different, man.
Well, I mean, everybody beats up the scholars. I mean, they're nerds.
Yeah. They're nerds.
It
but,
says
like,
in the book that you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second.
So I mean, we could just dig up his grave. I mean, it's probably fine.
No, let's probably not do that. But
I mean,
Okay,
would
I
you
ha-
be mad if somebody dug up your grave and handed you some alcohol?
I don't like anything to do with undeath, so probably.
Hi ho. Come on, yours. It's off. To
Okay.
work we go.
Okay, El Chad, let me pose a hypothetical to you, for 1 second, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. We've seen time magic work, yeah?
Yeah.
What if you're the hero of Yasni?
Well, if I was the hero of Yasni, and I went back in time, and then I made this grave, I would do it so that I would know that there's something here. And if there is something undead in that grave, it would tell me, hey, you're the hero of Yasni. So now we have
That's true.
absolutely no choice but to dig up this grave.
I
Mhm.
really don't make me cast Speak with Dead.
Hi ho, hi ho. You can cast Speak with Dead once we dig him up.
Yeah, that'll
I don't-
help.
Yeah,
That'll be
I don't-
helpful.
that's a good
I
idea.
don't want to do necromancy
Here, hand me the flask.
Well, then
guys.
why do you know that spell?
because
Yeah.
it's a blessing I can do.
We're gonna do
Well,
a holy
obviously it's for a reason.
we're gonna do a holy grave digging and soak the ground with alcohol.
Yeah,
Yours,
I can speak with plants, but that's not going to help us. So
Yeah, Yars hands the shovel to El Chad.
Yep.
Please bless this.
El Chad has his own shovel. He'll bless both their
Oh.
shovels. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Holy
yeah.
shovel.
Yeah.
Holy
Rewriting
shovel.
that
We'll
as
bless
the
them.
holy shovel.
We'll bless our booze. Holy booze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's get digging, yours.
Yep. Hi ho. Hi ho.
It's
Digging graves we go.
digging graves we go.
I really don't think this is a good idea.
Yars is getting into it.
So you said you saw, and Stoney's not helping, so he's gonna come over here and be like, "So you said you said you saw a young Sigtyr in your dreams?"
It was more of a vision, but yeah, I walked over here, actually, pretty much close to where we're standing now. That the grave was was more fresh, and the helmet had just fallen, and that one was actually still readable. I was actually able to read that name,
What was the
but
name?
I repeat the name because I don't know if I heard it correctly.
What name are you talking about?
On the
The name,
grave?
the name of the grave that you went digging for.
Oh, yes.
Brian.
Are you asking him if he knows it?
No, I'm not asking. I'm
No, I
telling
was
him.
asking.
I'm
Yeah.
telling him the name. I just don't
Dubak?
remember what the name is.
Yeah, I was
Me f-
asking what the name was of. I was asked, like Stony was asking.
It's Dubak.
Duba.
Dubak.
Dubak. That's a weird name.
As you're digging, guys, a wave sort of washes over you. That sort of comforting wind leaves.
Oh.
I told you.
I thought this was a good thing to do, El Chad.
Yeah,
Do you
I thought
think?
it was too.
Do you think Sigtyr was the hero of Yasni?
Nah, I would never.
Stony
do
is
it.
just oblivious to the situation. He's just
I-
musing.
I don't.
Bemusing the.
I don't think
as-
so.
Yars looks
As
into the
this is-
barrel.
Now hold on, Yars. You look into the barrel, and you are taken aback as it is turned black.
Oh.
Oh.
But more importantly, your hair stands on end. Yars. You immediately pull out your weapon. Sort of against your own volition, like it's almost like instinct that you do it.
Oh.
As you hear something, a group of people walking up, giants. Look, a bunch of grave robbing rats. Expected from dwarves.
Now,
No.
hold on.
No.
You see
hang on.
giants. These giants, Yars, instinctually, you fucking hate these things. And you could tell they hate you just as much. You look at them, they're wearing armor made from dwarven armor. They have helmets and pauldrons and chest plates welded together crudely. They have dwarven skulls on their belts. You know these as the ancient foe of the dwarves, a group of giants you thought extinct. The Solzir, or the Thurzir.
You Thursday scum.
You dwarven rats. We thought we extinguished all of your kind around here. But it seems we have a couple more skulls to add to the belt.
You missed at least one, you stupid giants. I'm gonna have El Chad brand you.
Hey.
Oh, no, hang on. Now, hang on.
No, El Chad, I need you to brand these people.
No, well, I'm pretty sure El Chad speaks giant.
Yeah.
I thought that was canon. I don't know why it's not his character sheet.
That
but I'm
actually
pretty sure
is canon. You
Yeah.
definitely do speak
You
giant.
definitely do speak giant.
Okay. El Chad's gonna talk to a giant. Just be like, hey, no, this is my buddy's grave. He left me something. I gotta go.
I didn't cast that. I just accidentally clicked it there. I will wait.
Yes.
We gotta go dig it up to get the note he left me.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah.
Well, you can be fine digging away. Just, when you get a chance, lob up that little man's head. It will be doing us a favor, and we promise to leave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can do that once we're done digging.
No. Now it'd be best. as they all kind of begin making their way towards you.
I think we are going to fight these guys, huh,
Yep.
guys?
They are
Wait,
going
They are.
spreading out a bit.
All right, so I am casting Cloud Kill before they get too spread out. I want to try and get
Okay.
them.
I have an idea.
Throw
Stony, I have an
Stony
idea.
at them.
No, don't. That's a bad idea.
No, Stony, I have an idea. Do you... are you okay if I try something?
Don't throw me at them. I have very low hit points.
No, I'm not doing that. It's come into favor a couple of times. Where the fuck is it? Oh my god.
Are we rolling initiative?
We are going to be rolling initiative soon.
Oh, finally.
Finally, a good roll.
So, and in Giant, it's just like, okay, I have a little bit of a shocking touch, you know. Anyway, I could just kill him with a touch. Would that be fine with that?
Oh, we're gonna kill him.
No. I'm saying this in Giant, like two of the Giants. It's just like,
Here is the picture, by the way.
I love it.
Hey, fucking scumbags.
The scumbag, stupid giants.
These stupid giants. They look
yeah.
at you.
I think that they killed all of. I think they killed all of Yars's people. So we probably don't want to like not fight them.
Yeah, but we also don't really need to be fighting every single thing that's here. I mean, look how hurt you got yesterday.
Well,
We're
no,
fighting these ones, Droga.
I think we're fighting these ones.
Or as
And
Yars.
I do
Yars.
cast Cloud Kill.
oh my god.
Hold on. Yars, quick thing.
Yes.
Make a perception check
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay.
Mixed in with some of their armor, you do recognize the blacksmithing of Holderheck armor.
Yars
Let's
is
get
gonna go
this
all
done.
out. Let's get this done.
As Stony starts to cast, and we will begin next week.
Oh yeah, that's probably
Dun
good.
dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is it
Hell yeah.
is initiative all sorted?
Yes, we have initiative sword.
Unless we have more joiners next week.
Oh, Droga for some reason didn't show up on initiative.
I see them.
All right. And that is the end of tonight's session.
Dun, 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 dun.
So if we weren't gonna fight him, I was gonna cast Feign Death on yours.
I figured that was what you were thinking when you're like, I have the touch of death, and I was like, I don't know if we want to fake these guys out because I feel like Yars wants to kill them.
So Yars figures out something bad. These ancient lands have ancient foes of the dwarves long since thought extinct.
And they killed Holderhex.
They
And they
did.
killed Holderheck.
Can't let him get away.
Can't be allowed.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting fight. They have some weird mechanics related to them.
Oh man.
I'm excited because I finally get to go a size bigger against giants and be a big boy.
I love that art for him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I put mysterious note. I thought I put the title. Or see. I should have fixed it. Yeah, they make their armor out of like dwarven armor.
Those assholes.
Yeah.
And that's pretty
And they know what
hardcore.
they're doing. Yeah.
That is really hardcore.
The dwarven skulls also have runes carved in them. And they will come up
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe Yars will get some new armor.
I love how
damn.
shitty they look.
Yeah.
You hate them. When you see them, you just hate them.
Instinctually.
Yeah.
Instinctively.
Mm. Giant who hates dwarves. All right.
All right.
And on that note, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more big game hunting from the Adventurers Landing.